take a step back. Tell me what we're looking at. Okay, here we go. Hello, it is time. We are going to start cleaning this house, per usual, and decorating. I have one of the Christmas trees right here, and we thought we were going to keep that there, but my son has informed me that it needs to go. It's not quite it. It's more of a sparse tree, and I do love it so much. But we're going to go ahead and put that in the front room. This is actually currently Thursday before Thanksgiving, so I wanted to wait, but my son is the one who's actually like, could we please just hurry up and put it up? So I'm gonna do it. And we cleaned out the garage, and when we cleaned out the garage, we had to put the fall stuff in the attic. And when we were up there, he brought the Christmas stuff out, but he didn't want it in the clean garage, so now it's in my house. So I'm probably gonna be using the same stuff that I used last year. I love it so much. Hence the burgundy shirt. We're gonna go with those colors again. I know the Ralph Lauren Christmas is all so popular, but just let me inform you, you can buy some plaid ribbon and call it a day. You do not need to go out and buy all new stuff just because the trend is Ralph Lauren. Do what works for you. For me, I'm gonna be doing the burgundy, so I'm excited. I don't know how I'm gonna do the sparse tree though. That one's gonna be a little iffy, so I am ready. I hope you guys are ready. We have a lot to do. Today is the day. I hope you're feeling good today, and I am so ready to spend this day with you. So let's get started. King at Christmas gifted me this beautiful 8-foot noble fir tree. I believe that's the name. It is the flocked version, as you can see, and it has so many beautiful, warm, twinkly lights. It has multiple different modes to it. It has a remote. It's incredible. I love it. But it's sparse, and I don't have a lot of experience with decorating a sparse tree. So this one was a difficult task for me. It's new. I've decorated trees like literally my whole life. My mom was a single mom, so only way the house was really getting decorated is if I did it. And then once it got all out, she definitely got into the mode and did beautiful trees. But I remember watching her decorate and then me helping her. And so once I became old enough, like literally 12, 13, I always did the trees. And so, of course, she helped. Then when I got to like 15, it was 100% me. I was doing it all. And I loved it. And she didn't mind. She was a really busy mom. So I decorated our trees from then into now. And like I said, when I lived with her, she would come in and like add her special touches. But I have always loved really fully decorated, extravagant trees. I just do. I just think they're so beautiful. And so I've been doing it for such a long time. When I had my own house, that was no different. I wanted to show Eden the tree. She is Miss Unbothered. That's what we say all the time because she's just so unbothered. She looks like a ragdoll cat. She's not. She's a full-bred Siberian, but she just kind of flops around. And then I wanted to show her baby, Lila. It's Kitten's first Christmas. Look how beautiful this girl is. She's just magnificent. I love her. But I wanted to show her the tree, and she liked it. She is such a sweet girl. She was born last May, and she has been a joy, an absolute joy. The kitty that nobody wanted, that everybody passed up. They just looked right over, missed out because this cat is so good. So if you ever go somewhere and there's a kitty that's a little less loved, please pick that one because they're always so good. When it comes to anything for my home, Wayfair is always the first place that I will shop. I have been using Wayfair since 2018, and they always have the items that I'm looking for. Quality items at really amazing prices. Also things that I know that will fit my home perfectly. When we moved into this house, it was no different. It was the first place I went. And there are countless items in my home from Wayfair. Especially with the season coming up, I knew I needed some new dishes that would last for a very long time. So I was able to get these beautiful ceramic dishes that are going to be perfect for the holiday season and year round. And I absolutely love them. Also, this is an amazing brand, and I was able to get a huge discount on these dishes. So no matter what you need, Wayfair has you covered. Wayfair's Black Friday event starts now. Everything is up to 80% off plus free shipping. I'll have a QR code right there on the screen. You can check that out. Also, all the information will be in my description box. Thank you so much, Wayfair, for sponsoring this portion. So this is the viral Home Depot tree. I think it's called the Grand Duchess. It is beautiful. It truly is beautiful. But before you go out and buy it, I want to inform you that it is full. The lights are everywhere. I mean, it is really gorgeous, but they are bright. They are not warm. I wish they had like a warm setting. They are super bright. And then the colored lights aren't like normal colored lights. It's LED lights, and you can definitely tell. So it can be a little harsh on the eyes. Truthfully, last year when I put it down and put it in the attic, I thought that I'm not going to use it again. But here we are, and I am going to use it again. And I may look at getting another one, possibly. I don't know. Maybe if I work with King Christmas again next year. But it's a gorgeous, gorgeous tree. But just be prepared. It's bright. And those are the things that influencers will not tell you. So you click the link and they can get a commission, which, listen, I have links too. There's no shade, no shade. And it might not be that way for everybody, but I just wanted to tell you guys, I love it. I do love the tree. It's beautiful. And when I say not warm, I mean like not soft. I shouldn't say not warm. They definitely have like a yellowish hue to them. And you can get them a little dimmer, but and then like a fade in, fade out. It has a lot of uh modes. I don't want to take away from how beautiful this tree is and how easy it is to put up, you're going to see, but it's really, really bright. Emma wanted the colored lights on, and oh my gosh, it hurt my eyes so bad. So bad. It is not normal colored light. It is eye blinding. But it is a gorgeous tree and it's full, and all you got to do is put it together and just plop it down. You may have to fluff a couple, but overall it's very, very easy. It has a real touch feel. But if you have sensitive eyes, you should just know that it is really, really bright. And I don't know if they have one in Home Depot to show you, but I know it's all the rage. I think it's viral again for like the third year. And so just be aware. Um, just be aware. That's all I'm saying. And like I said, I'm not trying to say anything bad. I just want you to know before you go out and spend $600 on a tree that may actually give you a headache, you should just know what you're buying. Because when so many people are showing so many things, it's really hard to know because what works for one might not work for the other. So just do your research is really all I'm saying. Um, there's no issue with links. I think I'm definitely thankful that people have links because I use them all the time and then sometimes I share them as well. But just know and do your research before you follow through with the purchase because it is a hefty price and it's not like you can return it. I mean, I don't think you can return it at least, but it does go up really, really easy. You can see I'm just putting it in and it just clips right in the middle. And now we're going to turn it on and you're going to see how pretty it is. So in my mind, I wanted to have this tree blend with the decor in the house, but also mirror the living room tree as well. So I started putting on some of these bronze, browns, mercury balls, mercury glass balls and things like that to give it some depth because it is a flocked tree. It's been quite a few years since I've had a flocked tree, so I'm trying to remember how to decorate it. In my house, 2 houses ago, I had one in my living room and it was always just gold and white. And so then when I moved to the last house, we did that. And then I ended up putting black on there. So it was like black and gold. And it was really, really pretty. I liked that a lot. And then it followed with burgundy, like a cranberry burgundy color. And then I got a regular tree. And so I haven't done it in quite some while. So I was in quite some time. So I just wanted to get used to it again. So I just wanted to add these darker balls on here. And I also wanted to add some burgundy ones on here as well. But as I was putting the tree together, it just wasn't flowing. It wasn't what I would say clicking. And so it was really making me discouraged, if I'm being honest with you. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And so I just sat here and stared at this tree for about 2 days, like adding things, taking things away. And I basically decorated the tree, and this is no exaggeration, probably a full 2 times and then took everything off 2 times to do it one more time. And I will show you what I finalized it with. But it was hard. So if you're getting stumped with decorating your trees, I want to encourage you, try to get some inspiration that you can see. Pinterest is an amazing place to do that. And they will often have ways for you to click the link so you can also get some of the ornaments that they're sharing, which is really nice. And also, like I said, links are really beneficial. Like there's nothing wrong with links, and there's also nothing wrong with making a living off of people choosing your links because, it affords someone the life to be able to stay home with their kids, and that's a beautiful thing. Um, but on Instagram as well, when people share the trees, usually you can comment and then it'll give you the link. So that's really helpful. But take a picture of a tree that really just speaks to you and then you zoom in and focus on the colors that are standing out. Like, is it predominantly red or green or gold or silver or burgundy or whatever the case may be? Is it the depth that you like? Is it the whimsy? Like, you have to really get some details like that and really zoom in on those pictures and then, screenshot it and then go from there. That's what I would recommend you do. In my mind, I had multiple different ideas of what I liked, and I think I was having a hard time bringing it to life because it was kind of comparing, I was kind of going back and forth of those things. So I had to, as the second day came, of just staring at this tree and starting to feel really frustrated that I felt like I just couldn't get it. I'm like, what is wrong with me? Why isn't this flowing? I said, you know what? The first day I said I'm gonna step away. The second day on a Friday, I said I'm gonna go get a couple things and see if it makes sense. Did it? I was like, nope, that doesn't work either. And then I was feeling really frustrated. I said, you know what? This is not what Christmas is about. I'm going to take a step back and I will get back to it when it's time. And so that's when I started to go to the other tree because I just needed to kind of almost like wash my mind of this one and get into the other tree where I felt like I had more confidence. Confidence is key when it comes to this stuff, but just getting started is more important than confidence because I feel like the confidence will come. And then I started gaining my confidence on my abilities with the other tree, and that I was able to come back to this one and actually finalize it. And now it's so interesting. It looks completely different than the original idea I had in my head, but it resembles the tree that I had at my very first house. And there's something so sweet about that when all my kids were home and they were little. And it's not when I posted it on Instagram and people were like, no, take this away, take that away. I don't like that. I don't like this. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to have to do what works for me. So I'm excited to show you how this actually came out. It's completely different than what it looks like right now. So last year I did have a lot of those velvet no, excuse me, I had satin cranberry colored bows or burgundy bows. I believe I got it from Amazon. I'm not 100% sure, so forgive me. But when I took the tree down in the living room, I left the bows on there because I loved how I decorated it so much. I knew I wasn't going to change. So I did get some of these velvet bows. I had them in my stash. So again, I don't know where I got them from, maybe Amazon. Very skinny little bows, and I decided to put these on the tree just to add some more warmth and color and also to tie it in with the other tree. Um, And it started to come together. I started to feel better about it. But once I once I stood back, I'm like, yeah, something's not fitting. So, like I said, I'm going to step away from this one. Here's a good look of it. Obviously, I have this sped up 4 times, so it's on like the twinkly setting. When I show what the tree looks like, I'm going to do it in real time, and that way you'll see all the settings that it has in case you are looking for a tree. I will tell you, King of Christmas trees have always been one of my favorite. This is the second time I've worked with them, and I absolutely adore their trees. I love just how well they're made, and it comes with a bag, it comes with gloves. Again, this isn't sponsored by any means, but it's a really great tree, and I'm just very pleased with how it was made. The one from Home Depot is made very, very well, too. So I have to say, and that's the second one Home Depot tree I've purchased. Um, Only thing I can say about the Home Depot tree, and I think it's probably my family, not the manufacturer, but if you pull on the branches too much, they will snap. I've pulled on these, they don't snap. Those do, so you just got to be careful. But I have a lot of busy people and cats and trees, so it's probably on us. Okay, as you see, I've already started this tree. I was going to do it all on screen, and I decided with the other one really frustrated me, I just needed to do it on my own because that one I decorated and undecorated probably 3 times. And so I'm like, you know what? I don't know how this is going to go. I'm trying to do pretty much what I did last year, but I feel like it always ends up a little different. So with that being said, I wanted to go ahead and start on this last night so I could think about it, fill it out, and think of all the things that I really want to do. And then once I've got like a clear idea, then I would take you guys along for the ride. So a couple new things that I added this year were these bells, and then I'm going to add these pine cones to give it a little bit of depth and color. So I've got the bells here and I got bells there. I think you're supposed to have them stick together, but I don't want to. So I've always been super extra with my tree. My mom is the queen at decorating trees, so I always anticipated that I would be pretty extra as well. I love those. I'm really loving this color. This is not a gold I would usually choose, but yes, yes, yes. So now, when I find something I love, I pretty much go all out with it. So this bulb here I found last year, and I love it. And it almost illuminates when it's nighttime. So when the season was over, I went to the store and I bought every single bulb I could find. Y'all, I was not messing around. There we go. There she goes. Exactly what I need to find something else that's good. Put you baby right here. Ta-da! Chef's kiss. I am going for the Burgundy Deep Wine Red this year. So I found these. Plastic. Hello. And we're just going to add these in here. Oops. I'm going to add them kind of in the background. So I did a lot of things in the forefront, and now we're going to be doing some background stuff to give it some dimension. That's what I was missing yesterday. But I could not get my brain to wrap around with the other tree. So I'll show that one to you in just a second. Oh, these are pretty. They have little points to them. Again, if your tree's just not looking right, ornaments inside. My friend Hannah, whom I just adore, Hannah Naylor, she's on here. She's super, super popular on Instagram. but she always inspires me so much. And I reached out to her and then my other friend Christina, and I was like, I'm not feeling it. I don't know what's wrong with me. And just kind of like, sometimes I just want to talk it over. You know what I mean? Like, can we just talk about it? Can we just talk about all things decor? Please. That's all I needed to do. And just by chatting was very helpful for me. Oh, no, girl, don't you go. It was super duper helpful. And I was able to kind of be like, okay, Lynn, you need to just trust yourself. You've been doing this for ages. It's going to be all right. And it was. I needed to go to sleep and come back, figure it out today. And that's what I did. Take a step back. Tell me what we're looking at. Okay, here we go. She's coming together now. I think what it needs is gold, velvet. Maybe kind of like in the gaps, maybe? I don't know. So in love with those pine cones. So it's like the tree I had last year. It just has little added items. And I put our family ornaments on our main tree because of course. Okay, let me show you what we're working at. I know it's kind of hard to see. Let's get it up close. After wiping the mantle down, I'm going to start putting all of the garland on here. This garland I have collected over the years. The larger pieces were from Hobby Lobby, and they do not maneuver as well. They're really great on stairs because the way they drape, really, really pretty. But when it comes to the mantle, it does not move around the greatest, but it has a really beautiful look to it, so highly recommend those. And then I get these thinner pieces I got from, I believe, Home Goods about 4 or 5 years ago as well. You can get a huge amount of that for hardly any money, so that was really great. Like I said, I've collected all of these. So the one I'm putting up here, the one I just put up was Hobby Lobby, excuse me, was Home Goods. The one I'm putting up right now is Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to do an asymmetrical mantle, mainly because the tree is so full and big on this side of the room. I feel like if I do the garland symmetrical, it'll be too heavy. So asymmetrical is the way I'm going to go, and I'm going to add the bulk of the garland on the opposite side just to balance out the room a bit. And then once I start layering it, I have three different types. I have a cypress garland, I have a pine garland, and then I have I think there's one, I think both are cypress. But one's fuller. The Hobby Lobby one is much fuller. So it goes on first, and then I will do the next one, cypress, but a little bit different. It's got some variation of color. And then I will tuck the pine throughout there. The pine is from Michael's from probably, my goodness, 6 years ago or more. So you're going to notice the camera's going to get very washed out. We are getting midday later in the day, and this room gets very, 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 very bright. So that's not my camera. That's the sun coming in and out. But we just start layering them and then tucking them and bringing the leaves and the branches, kind of intertwine them so it looks a little bit more organic. And then when I see a lot of the Christmas tree, they have little pop-ups around, on the street or at Home Depot or Lowe's or places like that where you can get Christmas trees. You can go in there and ask for branches that are literally on the ground, and they will give them to you, or they'll send you to a pile. And I like to tuck those in here and in my tree because it gives it a really beautiful richness. It also brings that wonderful pine smell in the house. So I will do that eventually. Right now, obviously, I don't see any around. Now I'm going to take this uh, pine cone garland from Walmart last year and also tuck it in there and kind of pull the leaves or the branches through to make it look like it's just all organically looking that way. That's the whole goal. Make this artificial stuff look as real as possible. When I say my house has been trashed, I mean that in every sense of the word. It has been so messy and so overwhelming for me. I'm just being honest. I had to just get one room under control. So when I got done Saturday evening with the mantle and adding the rest of the things to the tree, I started cleaning up what I could. And I'm going to have my kids take out the bins to the garage. And now I'm going to give this room a good vacuum because there is obviously glitter and stuff everywhere on the carpet. And then I'm also wiping down, I wipe down the couch. I will wash the couch. We're having Thanksgiving here, so I will be doing that shortly, not today. But first, I just had to get everything off this floor. I had to get one room completely put together and just kind of cross that off my list so I can move to the rest of the house because it was just every single room was just full of stuff and full of glitter and boxes and because that's how it is when I am in the mode is but wow, it really started to get to me. So now I'm going to do the portion of where I'm going to clean this area and I will show you all the final looks of everything at the end.
Wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
These are some pillow covers I got from Amazon last year. This one here is a beautiful color. It matches it perfectly. So when you are decorating, pillow covers are a great way, an affordable way to change out your pillows for the season instead of buying all new pillows because then you have to store them. So I just store the covers and just interchange them throughout the year, which is also nice because it gives the ones that we use the most a little bit of a break and I get to wash them and take care of them and whatnot. So Amazon is my go-to for pillow covers. Also Etsy. They are definitely more expensive on Etsy, probably double the price, but you can't go wrong with just switching some pillows out real quick. It'll totally change the look of your room. A rug, pillows, a throw blanket, a lamp can completely change a whole room for a really affordable price.
A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Another really great way to change up your decor is just get some prints off of Etsy. You can even find a lot of free ones online and just switch out your pictures. That's what I did. These prints were about $2 and I printed them at CVS for about $5 for an 8x10. Wonderful way to totally switch things up. So I have this beautiful crystal bell that is my mother-in-law's that she gave me. So I want to try to find a way to implement it in the decor. But I think over here having these antique bells, actually I don't know if they're antique. I think I got them from an antique mall, but I know that you can get them everywhere these days. So probably look on Amazon or gosh, everybody has them, so they're widely available. Then I wanted to put some stems in here. I wasn't sure if I would like it or not, but I wanted to give it a try. That's about how I do everything in decor. I just try to figure it out and then I step back and see if I like it. And if I do, I keep it, and sometimes I do, and then the next day I may change it. But I wanted to add these stems, and this is just a part of the garland that I shoved in here. And then I had some older stems from Target a couple years ago that had some really pretty blueberries. And then I added the books down here. I wanted to have like a little a wood bowl and fill it with some of the broken ornaments. Those ornaments I mentioned that I got last year that I love so much. I wanted to find a way to use them. They are missing the top to where we could hang them. So I tried to initially make a topper for the tree, but they're so heavy and they are glass. So I went ahead and lined this wood dough bowl with some stems. Again, took some of the broken ones that I couldn't tie together and decided to add that in here. That will add the color over here and give it a pop. And then these are the two balls that I actually tied together with this really pretty thin velvet ribbon. Again, I was going to make a topper, but it's just way too heavy. So this was kind of the next best thing. And I thought it turned out so pretty. Then I'll just kind of add picks and stems throughout to give it more of a full look, and I love the way this turned out. I got this deer, I think you call him a stag, I'm not sure, from Target probably 4 years ago, finally getting to use it again, and I wanted to place it on top of this pretty green book just because I love it and because of the pop of color, but we had to kind of maneuver that a little bit. So heading over to the other side, I'm going to add another one of those prints. This is just a sketch of the nativity in this picture, but when I was doing it, I realized that one side of the mantle had more depth to it, so I decided to bring this black and gold frame over here, and then I'll take the nativity over in this where this was at, and then I'm just going to move things around. I have these glass trees that I've collected over the years, some from Target, some from Walmart, and I'm going to put them right here because when we light this up at night, I think it'll be really, really pretty. And then I'm just going to maneuver the boxes and just put things wherever it will work. I have another dough bowl here and I've lined it with some more greenery, and then I have these preserved pomegranates I got from Etsy this year, and I'm going to add these just to add some color, and this is the way it's looking, all finished and clean in here, and I am so pleased with it. The tree looks beautiful, Hazel is comfortable, and it doesn't feel cluttered, and it looks put together, and I cannot tell you how happy I am with my tree. So happy, so happy. There's a lot of like extra picks and velvet ornaments that I have found and picked up. Some of the picks are actually the fall from Hobby Lobby. They're fall picks, so they were 70% off. I'm going to try to find some more of them because I love them so much. Just those picks right there to the left. And then I added some gold in our family ornaments at these my Texas house ornaments that we actually got on accident. Didn't mean to order them. Chris did on accident, but that's okay because it was a happy accident because I love them. And then moving over to the mantle, this is how it looks. Have all of our stockings here. I've done a collection of old and new stockings, but all similar colors with this beautiful ribbon. Same that I had last year. I had actually left them on from the year before. These pomegranates are so pretty, add some depth, but yet an organic feel over here. And then the mantle is, like I said, asymmetrical, but I have some LED lights that I'll show you everything when it's lit up at night, kind of intertwined, or sorry, twinkling lights intertwined. And this over here makes my heart so happy. I love everything so much. I was just really, really so impressed with how everything came out. It just made my heart feel so at peace. Even Lila was enjoying it. I don't know what she's doing under there, um, but she's safe. Don't worry, she's safe. I kept calling her name, trying to get her attention. These cats love these trees. This is her first time ever seeing a tree, so this is like Christmas morning for her. But she's the sweetest little girl and she's in here. I keep trying to call her name and there she is. She's like, "What? What are you doing? This is my space now." And so the cats have been sleeping under here almost every single day. Here's a picture that I thought was just beautiful. And this is what it looks like at night. I just have some free Christmas art on the TV that I use from YouTube. You can find them. There's a plethora on there, and I added the little fireplace feature. Here is Emma's old wooden chair with the very first picture of Drew when 20 years ago. That was his baby's first Christmas. I wrapped my presents super early in the year so I could just, or in the season, so I can get them in there. It's one less thing to worry about. And the glow of this tree brings my heart so much happiness. I have been a little worrisome this year, and so I really needed this to just feel peaceful, and it really, really does. promised, here is what this tree turned out to look like. Like I said, totally different. And Emma has definitely played around with it a little bit, and I'm gonna leave it. Here is everything. It's got its birds up here, and I've added gold, just like my original tree that I had put out at our last house well, not the last one, but the one before that, when the kids were little. And as I started putting it together, I started having those memories flooding back, and it just felt so right. So I went a completely different direction and added these right here. These are glass icicles, and I had everything else. These I had got from TJ Maxx or Marshalls, and I got these from TJ Maxx, and everything else. Oh, and I did get these from Hobby Lobby. But I love the way it looks, and it brings back such sweet, sweet memories. I haven't finished decorating the rest of the house, but I wanted to go ahead and share what this one looks like for you real quick. It is just beautiful, I think. I'm gonna show you, the remote is in the other room. I'm gonna show you some of the different features with the lights. And off, and I like the twinkly, and it kind of comes in and out. Tell me what you think. If you guys enjoyed this video, I know it was chatty, but if you enjoyed this, what it's like hanging out with me with decorating our Christmas tree, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and if you would, subscribe before we go any further. I do a ton of cleaning, decorating, decluttering, and organizing room makeovers. So I would love to have you join my YouTube family, and I hope that I see you in the next video. Bye, friends.